Today, we are talking about courage. um, Attached to this video is a piece of the Yoga Sutra that speaks about what is required to attain a heightened state of awareness. And among the things that are required is courage. And what is required for courage? Hi, Veronica. Good morning. Well, the number one, first thing that's required for courage is fear. As a Catholic nun, Sister Rose, once told me, faith and doubt walk together. Similarly, fear is required for courage. Uh, Good morning, Miss Eva. Um, so, in our practice today, we're going to play with and um, and summon courage as we move through our practice. Um, and so, when we think about uh, courage and how to um, nurture it within ourselves and in our practice, uh, first we must acknowledge and accept what is there when fear is there. And fear is a tricky trickster, like it can pop up in all kinds of forms where we many times don't even realize that's what's happening. Um, and so taking a moment to be honest with ourselves and acknowledge what's going on right now and ask ourselves, what am I afraid of, during difficult times or when we find ourselves with a sense of tension in a relationship or in a situation, and um, and sitting with that, because things that we do out of fear and the way that we do them aren't always, often, are not the best way to do it, and best course of action. So first, acknowledging when fear is there and accepting it, that it is there, and so that you can from there begin to move with honesty in what you're doing. So um, in that, um, acknowledging when fear is there and affirming what is um, strong and valuable within ourselves. Hi, Charles. Jada, hi, Jada. Good to see you. Um, and so affirming what is within ourselves and letting go of the small or limited sense of ourselves and connecting with that which is greater. And, this is a time to, and it's always a time, to think about who we really are. And, when we were born, even before we came out of our mother's wombs, some might say, we were already perfect and complete and whole. And that has been the case from the beginning of our creation. And it's once we, you know, come and spring into this world and we start picking up messages from here and there, from parents and from people and from TV and from whatever, is and then from our habits, we begin to develop a story about ourselves of who we are. And and we start to connect with that story. But what we're doing in our practice with in yoga, and as we move towards a higher sense of self, is remembering that we are already whole and already perfect. And we were that before we started developing these stories about ourselves. And so remembering that constant underneath all of those stories is who we really are. And affirming that higher sense of self. I am. I am full of goodness. I am love. I am powerful. And remembering those things at times when we are afraid and when uh, we are faced with being brave, or the call to be brave and courageous. And so the sense of self-consciousness really comes from a limited sense of self, and really a lack of self-confidence in that we're connecting with the limited sense of self. Our true self is much greater, and being confident in that and remembering that. And so um, what we see, what motivates folks to be courageous is also an interesting thing. If you think about soldiers in war, and you think about, hi Hari, good to see you. Um, Soldiers and people who you hear about doing amazing feats. I'm just going to connect my charger. You see that oftentimes they're able to do those things because they're doing it for someone else. Like oftentimes you hear soldiers saying they were fighting, they were there for their brothers, for the guys out there, what they did, or moms doing courageous things for their children. And an interesting thing that I learned from the Dalai Lama, hey Delicia, in like public speaking. And after so I read this, someone asked the Dalai Lama, like, don't you ever get uh, nervous, like you're speaking to hundreds and thousands of people, like up on stage? Do you ever get afraid or nervous, like stage fright? And he said yes. And the way that he overcomes that is to think about the people that are in the audience and what he is there for, to contribute to their happiness and well-being, and that's why he is there, and it's not about him. And that's what I often remind myself of when I'm teaching these yoga classes or when I'm speaking in front of a group, because I get terrible performance anxiety and stage fright and that sort of thing. And that's what helps me to overcome it, is reminding myself that this is not about me. It's about what I can do in service of others and contribute to the well-being of others. And that is a powerful thing that contributes to courage. So that is a motivation for courage. So think about that when you're faced with something and you need to be brave. Think about how, whatever the task is that you are faced with doing, how does that connect with others in the world around you beyond just the limited sense of self and ego? You know, how does this serve a greater purpose? And bring the focus towards that. And that greater purpose may be to to move into my best self and higher self. Because once we do that, that ripples out, and it really is good for the rest of the world and all of us. So even that. And so with all of that said, uh, let's get started with our practice today. Moving into a comfortable seat, settling in, settling down, coming into this space. Noticing the heartbeat, the energy in the body, and allowing that energy to settle. Notice the body as it settles into the earth. You might notice sounds around us, sensations against the skin, sensations within the body, the light as it enters our eyes, connecting with the breath, noticing where the breath is felt most prominently. Is it at the tip of the nose or back of the throat, the chest or belly, as it rises and falls? With loving awareness, and remembering with the breath, I am. Inviting that mantra with the inhale and the exhale. Inhale I, and exhale am. And with that awareness and steadiness with the breath, let's meet in child's pose. Coming to all fours on the mat. Spread the knees wide, bring toes together, and if it's comfortable, you can keep the knees close in together. And allow the forehead to fall towards the ground. Bend the elbows and bring the hands in prayer behind the head. And allowing ourselves to feel supported here. And inviting the mantra, I am love. And we can come to child's pose at any moment in our practice to find a state of rest and remembering. From here, stretch the hands out wide and bring the hands up to fingertips. Lift the head off of the ground and allow the chest to melt towards the ground, opening the chest, opening the shoulders. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Inhale, come to rise. Plant hands on the ground, stack hips over knees, and from here, bend, fold the right hand under so that the hand is resting on the top and the palm is facing up. And you might bring that hand in a bit closer into the torso so that you feel a gentle stretch in the wrist on the back side of the hand. So this should feel good. Just allow it to feel good and go to wherever your boundary is. And from there, take the left hand and turn the fingertips in towards the knees. And here inviting a stretch on the opposite side of the wrist. And allowing this to just feel good in the stretch. So going to where your boundary is and discovering, just exploring here. Inhale, exhale one. Inhale, exhale two. Deepening the stretch would be to reach the back, reaching the hips back a bit. Inhale, one more. Exhale, and release. Now switch hands and flip that right hand over to palm side down, fingertips towards the knees, and left hand to the top of the hand down, palm side up, fingertips towards the knees. And once again, finding what feels good in the stretch on the wrists. You might stay here or move back in space. Inhale, exhale, one. Inhale, exhale, two. Hi, Rosalind. Good morning. Inhale, exhale, three. And on the next inhale, let's sit back on our heels and just shake out the wrists there. Whatever feels good, opening up the shoulders. And come to rest on all fours. Inhale, curl the heart forward, cow pose. And exhale, tuck chin, tuck tailbone, reach spine towards the sky for cat pose. And here, inviting a flow on the next inhale, curl the heart and tailbone up towards the sky, drop the belly. And exhale, arch the spine towards the sky, tuck chin, tuck tailbone. Moving with the rhythm of your own breath, just allowing the breath to guide us here as we begin to flow. And on the next inhale, come to neutral spine. And exhale, push back, seat to heels. Inhale, come forward, stack shoulders over wrists. And exhale, push back, seat to heels. This is option one for our vinyasa. Exhaling, push back, seat to heels. Option two, inhale forward, stack shoulders over wrists. Exhale, lower down, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, curl the heart forward, baby cobra, point the toes. And exhale, push back, seat to heels. Returning to breath. Returning to a self-affirming mantra. Something that reminds you of the goodness within you and the power within you. It may be, I am love, I am powerful. You choose. Third option, inhale forward, stack shoulders over wrists, plank pose, knees can be grounded or lifted. And exhale, lower down, elbows in, chaturanga dandasana. Exhale, curl the heart forward, upward facing dog, urdhva mukha svanasana. And exhale, adho mukha svanasana, downward facing dog. And breathe. If you're in downward facing dog, you might pedal out the feet and move in whatever way feels good here in our first down dog of the day. All right, once again, moving with that flow, you choose option 1, 2, or 3. Inhale forward, stack shoulders over wrists. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, curl the heart forward. Exhale, push back. Ujjayi breath, which is an audible breath. Constricting the throat as if you're fogging a mirror or whispering to yourself or someone next to you. On the next inhale, forward, stack shoulders. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, curl the heart forward. And exhale, push back. One more, stack shoulders over wrists, coming forward. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, curl the heart forward. Exhale, push back. And another important part of practicing courage is remembering to practice. Practice doing uncomfortable things. And so in our practice today, we're going to remember that too. That everyone has their least favorite poses. And it's important to make a point of doing those, to be in, to continue our practice of challenging ourselves and doing things that are uncomfortable within safe boundaries. Inhale, raise the right leg in the sky, and exhale, step it through to plant on the ground for low lunge. And here the knee can be lifted or planted on the ground. Fingertips are plugged into the earth. Strong knee is stacked directly over ankle, sending that back of the thigh towards the sky. You're in low lunge. Inhale. I am strong. Exhale. 1. Inhale. Exhale. 2. Hi, Damali. I see you. Inhale. Exhale. 3. 2 more breaths. I am strong. Inhale. Exhale. 4. Inhale. Exhale. 5. Inhale. Plant that knee on the ground. And exhale. Come to rise. Place hands on top of thigh. Press the hips down towards the earth, inviting a stretch in the front of the left thigh. Inhale. Exhale. 1. Strong in the core. Imagine still tucking the tailbone. Inhale. Exhale. 2. Inhale. Exhale. 3. Hey, Belly. Good to see you. I missed you. So in here, sorry for the shout outs. We're going to twist. So you can grab the outside of the knee with the left hand to pull you into the twist. Or if it's accessible to you, hook that elbow to the outside of the right thigh and bring hands in prayer and use that arm to push you into the twist. To bring that prayer back towards the center of the heart. And the knee can remain rested on the ground, or you can tuck the toes and lift the knee. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. And release back to center. Straighten that front leg. Fold forward. And from here you can begin to slide that foot forward to move into Hanumanasana. And here I like to have a blanket, if you have one, and you have a smooth floor. Sitting the heel on a blanket can allow you to slide forward easily into the pose. And if you have blocks, this can be good to allow you to sit up higher in the pose. But if no blocks, it's still all good. Come to a place of stillness. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. And shimmy that foot on back behind you. Plant the hands and push back to downward facing dog. Pedal out the feet. Breathe, letting go, allowing the energy to move through you and dissipate. Inhale and lift that left leg in the sky, and exhale, step it through to low lunge. Plant fingertips on ground, grounded and connected. I'm strong, strong in the core. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. Inhale and drop that knee on the ground. Come to rise. Hands on thigh. And then press the hips down towards the earth. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. And on the next inhale, take that right hand, and option is to grab the knee and pull yourself into a twist. And if it's accessible, using the elbow to push yourself into the twist with hands in prayer, moving the hands toward the center of the chest. A knee can stay grounded or lift the knee. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. 2 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. And release. Back to center. Straighten that front leg. And you can always fold up the mat in half or place a towel or blanket under the knee if that feels better on the knee that's staying grounded. From here, slide that foot forward. Coming to your edge and playing there. And if you have blocks, you might come up on blocks. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. Let's slide that foot forward, foot back, and step back into downward facing dog. Steady breath once again. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhale and walk the feet forward, step or hop forward to meet the hands. Inhale, lengthen the heart forward, and exhale, fold in Uttanasana. And here just allowing the gravity to pull the torso down towards the earth, allowing the body to sway and just inviting what feels good here in this moment. And from here, bend the knees, drop the seat, and reach up to chair pose. Inhale and exhale. Bring the hands behind to clasp behind the sacrum, opening the chest, opening the shoulders. Inhale and exhale. Fold in, allowing those hands to drop behind you, allowing a micro bend in the elbows. And we'll begin to invite a flow on the inhale, drop the seat, chair pose. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, drop the seat. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale once again, dropping the seat, chair pose. And exhale, folding forward. And on the next inhale, drop the seat, reach up to the sky to stay in chair pose. Practicing doing uncomfortable things. This is one of those poses. Inhale, exhale 1. Inhale, exhale 2. Inhale, I am strong. Exhale 3. Hands in prayer. And on the next inhale, twist those hands over to connect the elbow to the outside of the thigh or inside of the thigh, wherever it connects. And use that elbow to push the heart open. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Come to center. I am powerful. Twist over to the opposite side. Hold on. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. And release to center. Reach hands towards the sky. And exhale, straighten legs, fold forward. Uttanasana. Once again, just allowing it to feel good. And this time, you might put a deep bend in the knee and place the palm of the hand underneath the feet, both hands beneath the feet, palms of the hand facing the soles of the feet. And you might give a generous bend in the knees to allow that connection, to allow a nice stretch once again in the wrists, just allowing it to feel good, allowing the feet to give the hands a little massage here. Inhaling, once again, noticing the energy as it moves through the body. As we exhale, releasing it without judgment, just being present here in this moment. And the next breath, release the hands, bend the knees, and begin to slowly roll vertebrae by vertebrae until we find ourselves standing in Tadasana. The feet are beneath the hips stacked over feet, shoulders stacked. Bring the shoulder blades to slide together on the back, palms open, forward in alert awareness. Crown reaches towards the sky in mountain pose. Inhale, squeeze the legs together as if you have a block between your legs. Exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, reach the hands towards the sky. Open the heart, inviting a back bend in the upper chest, tailbone tucked. Inhale and exhale, hands in prayer. And for our play with our balance practice, let's begin to shift the weight into the right foot. And if you have a strap, you might grab a strap here because we're going to connect with our foot. If you're flexible enough to reach yogi toe lock, go ahead and grab the big toe with the peace fingers. And if you have a belt or a strap, you can use that to connect with the toe, with the foot. Otherwise, if you don't have a strap, you can hold on to the bottom side of the thigh here. And I'm going to invite you, wherever you are, to straighten that left leg out in front. And that might be high off the ground, or it might be toe touching the ground in a kickstand and playing with just lifting that toe slightly off the ground. You go wherever your edge is to play and to be and to breathe. So with this foot out in front, if you have yogi toe lock, or if you're holding on with the bottom side of the thigh, reach that left hand to the inside of the thigh. Place the right hand on the hip and begin to open that leg out to the left side. Playing with our balance here. Reach right hand out to the side. And if you're in yogi toe lock, it looks like this. Inhale. Exhale one. Expanding in all directions. Grounded in our true selves. Connected with the earth. 2 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale one. Inhale. Exhale 2. Bring that leg back to center. Keep it raised. And this time, opposite hand to the outside of so right hand to the outside of the thigh. Left hand on hip. And if you were in yogi toe lock, you can reach that foot. Grab hold to the outside of the foot. And from here, reach the left hand behind you. And the last part is to turn the gaze behind you. And this is play. So if you fall, it's all good. But we're practicing. That's part of that's part of life and balance. When we're wobbling, we find our center again and again. Find our center. 2 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. And release the foot to the ground. Shake it out. Good job, guys. Coming back to center, coming back to Tadasana, and then hands in prayer. Breathing, returning to our intention, and remembering we can come to rest at any moment. That's what serves us in this moment. And begin, if you're here with me, open the eyes, fix the gaze on something that's not moving, shift the weight into the left foot, raise the right foot in the air, and send it out straight. And then you may take the inside of that thigh or yogi toe lock and send it out to the right side, and send the left hand out to the side. Inhale. Exhale 1. And if you're in kickstand, you might be down here. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. And bring it back to center. Keep it raised. Take the left hand and bring it over to the opposite side of the outside of the thigh or the outside of that right foot. Reach right hand behind you, and you may stay here or you may play with shifting the gaze to the right hand. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Gaze back to center. Everything back to center, and release. Reach the hands up to the sky. Hook thumbs. Inhale. And exhale. Send everything over to the right. Inhale, reach up to the sky, and exhale everything over to the left. Inhale, reaching once again, and exhale over to the right. Inhale, reaching to the sky, let go of thumbs, gaze up, open the heart, and exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Great job, guys. I know we're working hard. Just allowing, once again, to come to rest. I'm trying to keep track of my time here because I don't see the time when I'm looking at the video. Inhaling and exhaling. Open the feet so that the toes are pointed out towards Malasana or goddess pose. Bring the hands in prayer at the center of the heart. And here you might be sitting on a block if you choose. If your toes don't quite meet the ground, you might sit the heels, I'm sorry, if the heels don't meet the ground, you might sit them up on a blanket or allow yourself to balance there on the toes. Returning to our intention, to our knowledge, knowing that our body is full of wisdom. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, place the hands on the ground. Straighten the legs, folding forward. Coming to the top of the mat if you're not already there. And on the next inhale, step the right foot back. Stack the left knee and come to rise. For warrior one, reach hands to the sky. Inhale. Exhale one. Inhale. Exhale two. Inhale. Exhale three. Inhale, straighten that front leg. Bring hands to prayer and fold forward. Parsvottanasana. Reach hand towards the ground or to blocks, allowing the hands to meet the earth in whatever way you get there. 2 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale one, and the hips are squared towards the front of the mat. Inhale. Exhale 2. And on the next inhale, begin to shift the weight forward into that left foot and place the right foot down beside it. Once again in Uttanasana. And this time, ground the hands on the ground. You might give a nice bend, a deep bend in the knees so that the hands are firmly planted on the ground. You might step the feet back and begin to shift that weight into both hands. Nothing says fear and courage like handstand. So if handstand is in your practice, go ahead and play with kicking up. If you've never done handstand before, you can play with shifting this weight and holding it in the hands here. And you might play with lifting one leg to the sky. And you might play with lifting the other leg to the sky, holding it for a few breaths each time. If another option is to play against the wall. So you're going to measure a distance of putting your foot out in front of you to the distance of the wall. And wherever this foot lands on the floor is where your hands land on the floor. And from there you can walk the feet up the wall to play with handstand. So you choose. But this is definitely one of those poses that invites playing with courage and fear, acknowledging that it's there, but practicing within safe boundaries. So I'll let you guys play at whatever place you want to play, but remembering what your limits are and playing at the edge there. If you're kicking up, when you finish playing, let's meet once again in forward fold, Uttanasana. Open those feet once again to 45-degree angle. Drop the seat and come all the way down to Baddha Konasana. Let those feet fall open. Lengthen the crown towards the sky. If y'all were playing with the handstand, awesome. And that includes just shifting the weight right into the hands. Everything counts, even if you're just like envisioning it. That counts too. Um, that Woody Allen quote, 80% of life is just showing up. So the fact that you're here, you're awesome, dude. You're here on the mat. Lengthening the crown and exhale, folding forward. But if it feels good to stay tall and lengthen, do what feels good right here in this moment. Allow it to be one of those poses, feeling good. Inhale, lengthen the heart towards the sky, the crown towards the sky. And from here, send the left leg out in front. Reach the right hand to the sky. Inhale, and on the next exhale, reach forward, 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 and wrap that right hand outside of the right leg and let it land wherever it does. If you have a strap or a belt, you might use that to connect the hands. If you're able to reach all the way around and connect the hands together, allow that. But let those hands grab onto whatever they can grab onto. Inhale, lengthening the spine forward, and exhale, folding in. Inhale, exhale one. Inhale, exhale two. Inhale, exhale three. Inhale, exhale four. Inhale, exhale five. Inhale, come to rise, release the hands. And exhale, switch legs, plant the left foot on the ground. Reach the left hand to the sky. Pull forward, reach, reach, reach. And then wrap that arm around the outside of the left leg. If you can reach the hands, grab hold to the hands or use a strap to hold on. Inhale, lengthen the heart, and exhale, folding in. Inhale, exhale, two. Inhale, exhale, three. Inhale, exhale, four. Inhale, exhale, five. Inhale and come to rise. Release the hand. Release the feet. Tall in the spine. Hands are flat on the ground in Dandasana. Lengthening tall. And on the next exhale, folding in. Allowing the heart to come in towards the thighs. You can grab hold to the legs wherever you meet them, wherever your edge is, lengthening and folding in. Close the eyes, going in and remembering who we are, remembering our goodness, our power, and that we are already perfect, just as we are, and we always have been. Inhale, exhale, inhale, Exhale. Inhale, come to rise. And exhale, begin to slowly roll the spine down until we're lying on our backs. And from here, you can plant the foot on the ground or keep that leg straight and raise the right leg into the sky. If you remember what we were doing on our feet, we're going to do it on our backs now. So you can grab yogi toe lock or grab the thigh. Inhale. Or if you have a strap, this is a wonderful place to use the strap. Inhale and exhale, send that right foot out to the right side. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale, bring that leg back up to center. And exhale, bring the left hand over to the outside of that foot or grab hold to the strap with the left hand and cross it over to the left side. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inviting a nice twist in the low back. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. And bring that leg back to center. And release it down to the ground. Bring the left leg up to the sky. Inhale. And exhale, drop that leg over to the left side. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. And again, that foot can be planted on the ground if that feels good on the back. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Bring that leg back to center. Switch hands. Drop it over to the opposite side. And drop that left shoulder down towards the earth. Finding what feels good here. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale, reach that foot back up towards the sky. And exhale, lower it down. Allowing the feet to fall open. Allowing the palms to fall open towards the sky. Allowing the body to melt into the earth. Letting everything go for Shavasana. And you're welcome to stay here in an extended Shavasana, letting everything go. When you're ready, you can roll over to one side and press yourself slowly towards movement back into the day. Remembering who we really are. Being grateful for this time, for this body, for our perfect selves. Taking that with us as we allow compassion to give us courage. as we practice doing things that feel good and things that are uncomfortable when we must. Thank you for sharing your practice with me today. Have a wonderful day. Namaste.